We invented everything. Yeah. Thank God I'm black. Thank God I'm black. Thank God I'm black. We invented everything. Yeah. Thank God I'm black. Thank God I'm black. Thank God I'm black.
What's going on, people? This is the Boot Brothas Podcast, and I am Shawn Idom, and with my co-host, Jason King. Man, how you doing, Jason?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good.
Let's get it. It's a lot to talk about today, and I am amped up. It's been a very productive day, and we got some interesting things to talk about today.
For sure. It was, first thing first, maybe 30 minutes ago, I know less than an hour for sure, they just came down with that George Floyd. They just came down with the George Floyd verdict, and they found guilty on all counts, man. I was very relieved to hear that. That usually don't always shake how it's supposed to. So just to kind of just see, justice. I don't know what justice is when somebody loses a life, but some in some type of way. I'm getting some feedback, Jason.
I got it.
Okay.
Yep.
But I just wanted to know your thoughts about that.
Well, this is it. I don't know truly if justice has been served or has it been appeased, because I feel like it's one of those situations where they have to sacrifice somebody,
Mm-hmm.
because it's been so many. Just look at the past weekend, how many police brutality things just came out in a weekend. It's so I'm happy for the verdict, but what's the real solution? Because we've seen this before.
You
Like,
think you say we've seen this? I've seen people do it and get away with it. I don't think I don't
yeah,
remember
we've seen
what
it
time.
before, like with the Rodney King case. You remember they beat him senseless.
Mm-hmm. But
They
but they weren't found guilty. That's why they burned down the city.
Yeah,
They
they
were
burned down the city, but we keep revisiting it like
for
this. Like,
sure, for sure. Yeah, the police brutality for sure. But I'm saying like he was guilty on all accounts. That's what I was saying. Do we feel like we've seen that before?
no, I don't know. I can't
Yeah.
really say.
But I totally agree with you, man. I do think it was like I told my wife, and she was kind of overwhelmed. You know what I mean? She ended up going in the bathroom, kind of crying and things like that, because that was a tough one, man. That struck a chord. Like people probably kind of don't remember, but we was in the house last year. Beginning of COVID-19, then that kind of hit. So it was. I think it really struck a chord with her today. But I agree with you, man. I definitely think it was somewhere to where they almost had to do it. You know what I mean? I don't know the lack of probably words there, but like it definitely don't think it was any other choice. I think they would have. I think people would have went crazy all the way around the world if that didn't turn out how it was supposed to turn out, for sure.
They, in my eyes, like, we both veterans, and I look at how the police changed. It's very militarized right now.
It is correct.
They're horribly trained.
Mm-hmm.
So, and combat training, even when you're in the army, is different,
Yeah.
because they give you a little bit of the precursors of it, but then as time goes, you get more advanced. With
Mm.
the police is no advancement in their training. Once they're trained at whatever they do, then they stop,
Mm-hmm.
and then they go out and police the people. Really, if you go into the history of policemen, you realize that they're slave catchers.
Mm-hmm.
And just the way that they deal with black people is so reminiscent of slavery. It's
Mm-hmm.
just, it keeps happening. So
The only time I didn't see this was even before my time when I was looking at the Black Panther Party, because they took the right to bear arms and they were like, listen, it's gonna be either you or me. You either gonna stop coming into my community, beating, killing, and doing all this pillaging. They still doing the same thing. We still we look at it like this. I look at when Obama was president, we literally had 8 years of police brutality to the max. To the max. Trump became president. A whole bunch of the racial bubble that we knew that was lying, it came out. But look at the rate of the police brutality, because their comfort of racism that they live in was, oh well, we got a racist president. Ha ha, I'm free. I can, hey, hi nigga, bye nigga. They want to say that. But us as black people, like I look at us, I look at the biggest Jedi mind trick they ever pulled on people. They make us look like the villain when we have never done as much treachery in history as they have. And with this police thing, this justice system has to get, either it's gonna get reformed or it's gonna crumble. One of the two. It's no ands, if, or but, because people now, if we really look at it, I tell people all the time, look at the statistics of black people. It's 140 million. I just said this, 140 million black people. I've said this several times. Since 1982, when I was born, to this current day, it's still 140 million black people. So the amount of death and that we are experiencing as a people is utterly insane for that number to stay the same. Just by dying alone, that's still not enough. Dying, kidnapping, murder, all, and they say, and we can't. If you look at the violence of us against us, it's about 3 to 4%. That should tell you something. Somebody's killing us, and this to me, this is a serious issue. As it's just like, okay, he guilty, but what about all those other police brutality cases? It's a lot more.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, like I said, I think you take it one step at a time. You know what I mean? Like, again, this one being able to have some semblance of some type of closure, but like you said, it is a big it's a big thing. You know what I mean? It's a big stain on America and in totality. But I ultimately believe like they kind of carrying out the agenda that they supposed to. So with that being said, like, like, is it ever truly going to get to a place where we're totally content about it? You know what I mean? If you look all over the world, no matter what the system is, like it's kind of it's some people, getting kind of toe up by some authority figures. So, but in this one, I mean, I am relieved to whatever reason, whatever the pressure was. I'm definitely happy that they resolved that in a manner, not only for the situation with just George Floyd, because of the other lives that could have been involved with, tearing that city down, if or tearing down multiple cities, if this thing didn't go how it was supposed to go. I definitely think it would have been some kickback for sure. So to kind of be able to at least move in a more positive and constructive way, I'm kind of happy about that. But yeah, man, God bless his family for sure, man. I'm definitely so thankful that verdict didn't come down, how it's come down so many times with everybody good. We're just going to do some administrative leave and we're going to go back to business as usual, keep the guy on the force. Like, so I was relieved to see that, man. Some other news that came down the pike. It looks like Kobe Bryant's wife. Let me kind of pull up the article so I don't misquote nobody. But Kobe Bryant's wife, she is severing ties with Nike I don't know if you guys know, but they've had a long relationship with Kobe. Basically, after the last 5 years, I believe they, him being retired and everything like that, they have been with Kobe Bryant. Let me find the article just to make sure I'm not misquoting anybody. Boom, boom. I think it is. Let me say it's this one. There we go. Bam. Cool. All right. So it says this came down from ESPN. It said with Kobe's 5-year post-retirement endorsement and deal extension with Nike expiring this month, Vanessa Bryant and the Kobe Bryant estate elected not to renew the partnership. She confirmed to ESPN in a statement Monday night. She went on to basically say Kobe's Nike contract expired on the 14th of April of this year. Kobe and Nike have made some of the most beautiful basketball shoes of all time, worn and adorned by fans and athletes in all sports across the globe. It seems fitting that more NBA players wear my husband's product than any other signature shoe. My hope will always be to allow Kobe's fans to get and wear his products. I will continue to fight for that. Kobe's products sell out in seconds. That says everything. I was hoping to forge a lifelong partnership with Nike that reflects my husband's legacy. We will always do everything we can to honor Kobe and Gigi's legacy. What's your thoughts about this, man? That's kind of big news. I don't know if you're a sneakerhead at all, but Kobe's been since Adidas. Kobe's pretty much been down with Nike and been a big part of Nike. You know what I mean? Like he's kind of the man over there.
Listen, if it came down to somebody that in my life and just watching in basketball, I loved and then I hated, it was Kobe Bryant. In my mind, she doing the right thing.
Okay. I like it.
And the reason why is because he has a legacy, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's just as good as Michael Jordan,
Mm-hmm.
not better, what he was. May he rest in peace. But we already know that the situation changes now that he's not here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna pay the family less, but charge more for the shoe.
Mm.
So just like she sees it, okay, well, instantly, and I hate to say it like this, but when somebody died the
Yeah.
way that he died, those shoes now go through the roof. And now, even now,
Correct.
that she
Correct.
discontinued the relationship with Nike, it's no gonna be no more remakes. It's not gonna be any resales. Now, the shoe is gonna do a lot of things. It's gonna become a collector's item. The stock on the shoe is gonna go up.
Mm-hmm.
All of the stuff is gonna go out of the roof. It's gonna be a different ball game. And
That's good.
for them not to give her the adequate pay for the legacy of a person that literally came straight out of high school, bro. ESPN wasn't even popping like talking about. I'm just saying, man. Listen, it was
Yes,
him,
sir.
Allen Iverson, uh,
Mm.
Paul Pierce.
Mm-hmm.
Man, like they was warriors.
Kevin Garnett, all
Kevin
them guys.
Garnett,
Mm-hmm.
man, and then they still was in the league with the Shawn Kemps and the Charles Barkley with the crazy NBA when it was like football, not the NBA that we have right now that
Yes, sir.
the flop. I love LeBron, but he the king of flops. I'm just, bro. Somebody breathe on you. You 6'9", 230 pounds, and you falling out, bro. Get out of here with that trash, man. So she's doing the exact thing that she needs to do. She need to get out where they can, and this is the prime thing. They're not gonna, if they're smart, they're gonna put a better deal on the table for her and her family because he still has two children that's still alive, and
Mm-hmm.
that legacy needs to be kept. alive.
I love it, man. I think, shoot, I don't even really have anything else to say. I think that's exactly what it is. And I think you articulated that wonderfully, bro. Ultimately, everybody knows that, like a lot of that, they say sometimes, now, and, we're being very careful. Like we respect Kobe, we respect the legacy, but like sometimes it says like after people pass away, like actually, their estate becomes even more valuable, right? Like we know people. We know people that have like literally like boomed, like went through the roof as they have passed away. I mean, Michael Jackson sold more albums. Tupac probably sold more albums not even probably, he sold more albums as he's been dead than he actually did when he was alive. Elvis. I mean, you're talking about like so many time and time again. You could just think of all of these different legacies that have just went through the roof as far as like money. And many times these corporations, man, you really gotta have a firm stance. So I would hope that they come back to the table, like you said, with something that's more realistic to what the value of everything is. But just to just keeping the same deal that was probably in play when Kobe passed. I mean, when Kobe was still alive, because it was a 5-year deal. So if you think what did Kobe pass away, was that last year? Yeah. So like if they're still running off the same deal and they're trying to do the same numbers, man, that's not fair. You know what I'm saying? So like we'll see what's going on. For the most part, Nike has a pretty good reputation as far as what they do with their athletes. We'll say that. I don't know about all the sweatshops and stuff like that, but as far as what they do with their athletes, they usually stand by their athletes pretty good. So I'm hoping that they could come with something that to get Kobe back over there with Nike. If not, Vanessa, you hold your fort down and you do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but I think you said it perfectly, bro.
That's a good one. Nike, listen, it should be almost a $1 billion deal. Let's keep it real.
Mm-hmm.
Nike dominates in the shoe game.
Mm-hmm. Basketball for
Nobody
sure.
else.
Mm-hmm.
Put your money where your mouth is. Let that man, let his legacy live out there. Because I hate Jordans. I loathe them for the simple fact that people die. They literally will risk their life over some patent leather shoes that has a man on it with his legs split open and his tongue hanging out, dunking a goat.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Jordan, and you've seen the interviews with Michael Jordan, he don't care.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been thousands of people that lives have gone for that. Not for Kobe Bryant shoe. Listen, Kobe Bryant, they got to they got to put some respect on his name.
Mm-hmm.
They got to. They
Yeah.
got to do that, and they have to really think about all this stuff because the further that it goes on without people having his shoe, the more his memory is gonna get fade away. And
Yeah.
for him to be such a player that he was, he does not deserve to fade away with the greed of a company. Just give that lady the money that she need and go about your business. It's a win-win.
Yeah. But I mean, if you look at it also, like Kobe, not Kobe, but Nike is responsible for, what Kanye West is doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't want to give him a deal, so or the deal that he wanted, right? So like now you see, doggo, he didn't win and became a bajillionaire over here, basically, showing these guys his value, and what he felt like he should get, and he was right. So I'm hoping that Vanessa is the same way. I hope she goes, if she can't find it from Nike, go somewhere where you can get a big part of the rev, continue to have control of that brand and that name, because that equity is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like to be able to have ownership of like you said, the legacy and things like that, I think is super important. And I don't think she should settle for any numbers, any figures, any terms that she ain't comfortable with. You know what I mean? Like that's dope, man. I agree. I think she's doing the right thing, bro. If you guys don't really follow this, you might not really know this guy, but it is a gamer named Ninja. His name is Ninja. Dude is all over the place. Really, really renowned in the Twitch world for just being one of the guys that's on Fortnite all the time. Really good at what he does, man. But it was an infographic that we saw. And I wanted to show it to y'all, man. I thought this was crazy, especially in these times, because I think a lot of times when we talk about parents, we got this conventional wisdom of what we think, our kids should be doing and how it's supposed to be. But this was the graph, man. 26. We got my man on the left. We got Giannis, MVP type of caliber talent, doing his thing. He made $26 million last year. And this guy right here, some of y'all don't even know who he is, made $30 million as a gamer. And of course, he has endorsements, other stuff like that. We're not saying that that's all he do, but how he got his notoriety is playing Fortnite.
Yes.
These are the times that we live in, guys. I think we were kind of talking about this yesterday, and I think this is like a perfect segue for that conversation to kind of bring it back up. Man, we just living in a new day and age. Jason, what's your thoughts about this, bro?
This man made me really want to go back to gaming.
Really?
Because, bro, I was so good at like Call of Duty at one time that I kept getting banned from the network, whatever, because I was ranking up kills. But I knew what to do, but I didn't know how to put this into a form of digital currency. He figured the game out. It's another guy that was in there called PewDiePie. He used to be the number one, but this guy's the number one YouTuber for everybody out there. Oh, excuse me. I almost choked. I had to turn to the side where y'all can understand me and sit up. I'm gonna sit up regal where y'all can listen to this. He reigns the main on Twitch. That's one stream of income. He reigns supreme on Facebook. That's another stream of income. He reigns supreme on YouTube. That's another stream of income. And then he has a actual TikTok page where he takes clips of what he's doing. He's getting paid more than $30 million. Dude. So I just want you to see 30 million is just from one thing.
Yeah, he said this is the amount of money Ninja made with Mixer in 1 year. So I'm not even sure what Mixer is, but that's just with that company.
Yeah, so I'm just like, listen, if I just want y'all to understand the view count. Okay, so like when we doing a podcast right now, the Boot Brothas Podcast, we will ascertain 1,000 people over 4,000 views. So pardon me, if we go to the point to where he's doing everything he puts out gets 1 million plus views. With 1 million plus views, he's gonna average on a monthly basis from between maybe 100 to 200K just a monthly playing games. So let me make y'all understand this real quick, parents out here. If your children playing games, okay,
Yes, sir.
they can make a business, because this is the one thing we have failed to understand is, and I'm gonna say it harshly, black people. The NFL and the NBA and baseball is what they call the Roman cathedral. It's for entertainment purposes only. Your mind is not really being used because your body has been trained to react. So it's what they call a circus act. It's a literal distraction from you using your mind. You want to know why so many NBA players, so many football players, when they get out to retirement, they broke? One, because they not taught financial literacy, and two, because they just a machine. They don't know how to do anything else but play basketball. It's only a couple like Magic Johnson, Shaq, these guys that I forgot the name of their podcast, but it's 4 football players on there. They reinvented themselves. That's almost That's a handful of players. The rest of these players are literally broke. So you guys really think about this. We have people playing games. You, games, literal games, making millions.
Mm-hmm.
That's food for thought. That is.
Mm-hmm. No, man, I totally agree with you, and that's why we found this clip to kind of continue to kind of, what do they say, poke at the lion a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, in our community in particular, right? Like there are a couple of things that you could do. There are a handful of things you could do, guys. It is a whole world out here. And I'm not saying that you don't you don't tell your kids, hey, you can play the video game for an hour or two and then you got to go do your studies, of course, with balance and things like that. But if you see your kid has a natural inclination, right? You see your like, you can be gifted at video games. You can be gifted at anything. Like, be like, if you want to put the work in, right? Like, and I think it's been this thing to where, for so long it's been like, hey, you can't pay your bills and no video games. That ain't true. You can't pay your bills just watching no YouTube videos on that might not be the truth. Like, so it's just like we live in these times, and this is why, Jason, I think sometimes you have households, parents and children, of course, people are growing up and kids gonna be kids, right? But I think this is why there's a disconnect there somewhere, right? If they're living in this world and they're seeing people like this, right, make $30 million off of one platform, basically, and they know that that's a reality. Even if they can't make $30 million, right? Can they make 50? Can they make 60? Like, right? Like, these are jobs. Like, y'all are telling people to go to college for a bajillion years and do it this certain type of way, when literally, like, like they might be able to come out their mama house and the talent that they have on a video game or making YouTube videos and literally be worth more than somebody that actually has worth more in the market, right? Than somebody that has a degree.
Yep.
Like, we gotta open our minds up, because that's gonna cause friction with your kids. They're living in these times. So I think one of the best things that my parents did, man, they was always very open to, like, okay, like, teach me more about that. Well, show me more about that, or how do you do that? Or they knew, like, like we was coming up, like the internet age had just begun, right? Like my dad and my mom, they leaned on me to show me how to do that. How did you do that, son? It wasn't this whole thing like the internet's the boogeyman, and I think a lot of us, like, we don't say those words, but it's kind of like that, man. So yeah, this is a hyperbole, right? Like, everybody's not going to make this type of money, man, but there are literally brothers out there that's doing Madden tournaments, and they super nice, and they paying some bills with the monies that they get from being so good at those games. So you need to open your mind up. What were you saying, Jason?
Oh, because I'm going to give a hard reality, because this is going to be a section that I'm working on with Madden. So one thing, well, when in the podcast, I'm sorry about that, not Madden. This is a section that I want to call hard reality. Y'all really understand this very well. When I was in college, they were having Madden tournaments, and I watched a guy walk out with 4 or 5 refund checks. You do understand that's like $2,000-$3,000 a piece. He literally walked out with like $9,000.
Wow.
Because he beat all of them in Madden. And he did, and at the time, this was before they had this right now. If they would have been streaming this, tournaments like this, I'll give you a prime example. This is so crazy. In Houston, in the mall, down here in Deerbrook, they have a literal gaming station in the mall where you can come rent out time to play on these things like Twitch and all of this. You see how the people find the market for this? Bro, podcasts, Twitch, reaction videos, all of this stuff is online. We are out again. The education system is dust. Let's start over. Let's rebuild it. It's dust. It's dust, bro. We need to start back from we need to learn financial literacy,
Mhm.
digital real estate. Then we must have our children in school and learning 2 to 3 languages. This is ridiculous. We keep learning the same crap. What are you doing, bro? We handicapping our children. And then you go to China, they got 4 or 5 year olds on Call of Duty telling you to reach for the sky, and you like, who is this? And then you see these children, 13, 14-year-olds, just like, yeah, it's time for you to die. And they telling you this. We have kids that literally are understanding. This what's this little boy name? He has a toys, Ryan something. He made $1 billion off of YouTube.
Mm.
I want y'all to understand it. Not his parents, not his daddy, his mother, him. He made $1 billion off of doing reaction videos to toys. Now he has his own toy line. Now he has his own TV show. Do y'all understand what this is the hard reality? Do you understand what we're telling you? That one of these digital platforms can lead to multiple sources of income. We
Mhm.
teaching y'all better listen.
Yeah, and I think that's what it is, Jason. I think that people don't really understand it. So they're looking at just the video game. So you're looking at a dude that's still in his mama basement with a musty basketball shorts on and took a bath all day. And that's what you're thinking about of a dude that loves video games, right? Like you're not even realizing like, no, like the world is connected. And playing video games is just one part of it, right? Like then you start talking about, like you said, all the digital real estate that you can get to where now people are just watching you play a video game. That's monetized. Now you're really good at a certain thing, and now they want to use your notoriety or your likeness. That's monetized. And then like it's just now they want you to be a guest at a tournament. You don't even got to play. They just want you there because people gonna come because you're there. And they look like it's the same thing. Like these dudes are literally rock stars, but just for their specific niche. And it's literally it's a book by Gary Vee that talks about this. It's called Crushing It. And it talks about like this era to where people can pretty much like whatever you want to be, like there's a lane for it now. They talk, one of the stories is about one of these companies, and they started basically, it was a woman, and she really was fascinated with like beeswax and products that you can make from bees. I think she was a bee handler or something like that. So she was able to, I think, get her honey done. Then eventually it went from honey to different type of beeswax. It was just all of these different byproducts that you can do from like bees, right? And now her stuff, man, I was watching, I was looking at Walmart after I read that book, and they literally got her products all in the stores, man. But they said this literally came from her starting a YouTube channel and just giving people valuable information about natural products that could be made from bees, and you know the honey and the beeswax and all of this different type of stuff. Now she has a brand that's worth hundreds of millions of dollars. So like people got like this, but we keep talking about like, man, people got to catch up to the times, man. It's not this conventional one way that you got to do things, man. Like become an expert, have love for what you do. You know, be a little interesting. You know what I mean? Interesting can be cool. Interesting can be kind of weird too. But there's a lane almost for everybody, man. For real,
Man,
for real.
it's too much. It's like look at all the women that have these makeup lines.
That's real.
It's ridiculous. They started from Instagram and then they brought it to YouTube. And we have people getting paid like that. So man, you're right on time with this, brother. This is a good topic.
Yeah, I thought it was very interesting, man. One of the things that really like took the internet by storm last week was Coinbase or Dogecoin. I don't know how you really pronounce it. I ain't the crypto guy.
To
But,
the moon,
right?
yes, to the moon.
But it's going crazy right now, man. There's reports that Nas can make over $200 million from Coinbase, from his Coinbase listing. He's been a shareholder since 2013, so he's adopted the crypto. He was a believer in it very early on, and now it looks like my man's going to cash out, man. Did you see some of this? Some of this news? I know you couldn't miss it, but what was your thoughts about it, bro?
I've been dibbling and dabbling with trading for almost 3 or 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say I'm a master at it because it takes time.
Mm-hmm.
But when the crypto hit the scene, a lot of people just like, okay, well, what is this? This fake money.
Sure.
Understand, the dollar bill is a fake money. It's a fiat currency that has nothing to back it.
Mm-hmm.
No gold. No, it used to be backed by gold. Now it's not. It's nothing there. You can go read about it. Read about it. Go read a book, Jekyll Island, or you can go look it up. You'll see a lot of stuff about this money. So understand that what he did is exactly what Nipsey Hussle was talking about. This is going to replace the currency that we have now. There's no doubts about it in my mind because you can literally see a digital currency. Think about what we have right now, a pandemic that's going on. The currency that we have is physical currency, cash that we touch it. What we have is a pandemic or a virus that we can't see. It's getting to the point it's too risky to have money to touch. So what they're going to do, they're going to make a digital currency. They started it with credit cards. From credit cards, now they moving on to this. So Coinbase really was the best investment that he had. And then you have to understand just from him he's gonna be a billionaire once this goes public.
Yeah, I definitely, man, he's definitely on his way. And it's really good because if you follow Nas has been pretty much an artist for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think a lot of guys have been like businessmen and they almost kind of did the other stuff, you know what I mean, to really just benefit the businesses. Right. But this guy, for the most part, like Nas is known as probably the best lyricist ever. And he's always stayed in that lane to really just see his investments. Because he was not only an early adopter in this, he was an early adopter in Dropbox. It's several different things that are kind of starting to come to fruition that he was involved with. Just as an investor, and now he seems like he is, like you said, on the pathway to be a billionaire for sure, which is really cool, man. Because hip hop is such a young genre, so it's really cool to kind of see some of these people that we looked up to or we remember when they was 18, 19 years old, and now coming into their own as far as on the financial side of stuff. So definitely dope, man. What's the latest and greatest this week, man? I heard something about because I don't know too much about it, so I'll kind of.
The latest and greatest this week is Safe Moon.
Safe Moon, okay,
Safe
okay.
Moon. If y'all not in Safe Moon, this is the thing about cryptocurrency. You want to try to get in at the bottom where it's still low. Now
we're not the disclaimer. We're not giving any financial advice, so we just are saying this is what we would do hypothetically. Don't come to Boot Brothas Podcast for none of that. So what was you saying?
Gotcha. I am not a financial advisor. The information that we are giving out on this podcast
is just our opinion.
Anything if you take the risk. I apologize for this. This is only advice. If you take it, the risk is on you. That's a disclaimer, guys. I know the disclaimers. One thing I want you to understand, cryptocurrency, if you get in at the best time, when it's at the bottom, Bitcoin, when I was in college, was $1.50. If I would have bought $100 worth of Bitcoin, it's at 55,000 now. I would have literally made over $500 million. I would be stanky rich. Like, you got to understand that. I want y'all to understand how much this changes. You go look into the gas stations. They have Bitcoin in gas stations now. So they solidifying it. They're gonna make it this way. Now, Safe Moon is this. Safe Moon is at a low point right now. It had hit the dollar mark. I got like 32 million Safe Moon. If it hits a dollar mark, I'm gonna make $32 million. Now, people have billions of this because you got to understand it's still in the low percentages. Low percentages. not even a penny yet. It hadn't even really made to like a full cent yet. And that's what people seem to understand. So it's so prime to get in here and get in at the position where it's at the bottom. Now, just look at that. If you continue to hold this for a number of years, when it reached $2, $3, $4,000, you're pulling out $3, $4, $5, $600,000 because you were in at such a low rate. So you have to understand. Again, me and Shawn said last week, the pandemic took us in 1 year, it revolutionized 5 years of what was going to happen. So we have 5 years of technology and speed moving in a way that you can't fathom. So we have millionaires just popping up out of nowhere. So it's the prime time to get in. Safecoin, Dogecoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Bitcoin, of course. These are some of the top producers right now.
Mm-hmm.
We have people in the BWO, shameless plug. Somebody in there made $2,100.
Wow.
They deposited maybe $350 last night, and you at $2,100 now. Understand? You see how? Okay, that's somebody's month worth of rent.
For sure.
So we have to change the education system. Overseas, this stuff is being taught. Cryptocurrency is a must in Dubai.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We can't survive being behind.
That's right. Well, guys, again, we just giving our opinion about it, but do your research. You know what I mean? Like, that's all I always tell anybody about any investment. Make sure that you feel comfortable. But when you're ready to pull that trigger, hey, you know what I'm saying? Shoot your shot. That's what's up. All right, man. We got a couple more things we want to cover, man. I don't know if you saw this, man, but this is kind of on a lighter note here. My girl, the trickerations is real nowadays. I love all the ladies, man, but it's just we just getting to a point where it's just wild, man. Let's look at this video real quick.
Nobody's gonna know. They're gonna know. How would they know?
How would they press on edges?
How would they know?
The level of petty that I'm about to be on is. Listen.
What is that, bro? Like, it's getting too real out here, bro. You drawing on edges now.
Hey, man, I don't know who is who in this world no more. We got too many makeup artists. We got too much. It's hard being a man in 2021 because we can listen. It's some really. Why? I'm like, and who's selling these things? Sometimes we gotta stop. If you don't have baby hair, you don't have baby hair for a reason. You're not a baby.
Wow.
You're not a baby. You're not supposed to have baby hair. And you're putting it on your head with a nobody's supposed to know. We're gonna know.
We're gonna know.
We're gonna know.
The whole video is like, who's gonna know? No, we're gonna know. That definitely know. But it looked like paint. Like, come on, that like, there's no way you're getting close to that woman and not seeing that that's flat and that's not no hair. So it's not even a good fake out.
Listen, as soon as she starts sweating and she looked like a raccoon in the club, everyone's going to know.
It's a wrap. Hey, but the brothers might have started this one though. Because the brothers will.
No, I'm not gonna say that. We ain't started this. We got, bro. I'm not gonna get this on me.
The spray paint is real, bro. I'm a barber, man. Just tell you, these dudes want you to come in there and like, bro, like it's gone, bro. Like
I understand
it's gone. The women that came on here and They didn't take our lead.
We nothing. I'm not taking this without a fight because they have makeup, weave, they got all type of things that we can't do.
Yes, sir.
I'm not even gonna go to the
Yes,
physical
sir.
augmentations. It's ridiculous.
For sure.
We got some Lee press on ladies walking out here, and they ready to pop at any time. This is ridiculous. Stop messing with your head.
I agree. I just say on this one particular, the lineup, I feel like the guys we've kind of
Listen, that's the most important part. Look at my lineup. Look, that's the most important part of a hair.
It is, and that's what she's saying too. She said the baby hair is the most important part.
Son, I don't care nothing about no baby hair.
Yeah, you do. When she got that 5 head, yeah, you do.
Yeah, she got a big forehead. Okay, that's what they got bangs for. You do hair, that's the bang.
She wanted her ponytail, man. She wanted that pony, bro. She wanted that forehead.
Keep the bang, get the ponytail.
I didn't think she looked bad without it before. Like I didn't really see the head wasn't that big to me. I don't know.
Some things need to remain secret.
Yeah,
it's too much coming out. Like
we don't need a tutorial on everything.
We don't, man. Like
Paul Pearson, they sharing too much. Yes, sir.
I don't want to see that. I sit there and I look at it. I knew I seen her riding on the bus with me yesterday. No, I don't want to see this makeup and this treachery. I'm like, man, can you listen? The prerequisite for dating is gonna change if they keep doing this.
It is.
I'll be like, can I see what you look like?
Everything. Yeah, we got to. Let's go home. Let's wash your face. Let me hit that hairline with a spray bottle. Let's see what it do. And then we can talk. We can talk about commitment after that.
We gotta stop. There's too many lies being told. This is a lie that I can't deal with.
They say a lie from the pits of hell.
Yeah, what if she would have just put it a little bit off and one would have been right here and one would have been
I don't know, bro. She looked like she had the magic. Like she feel like she mastered that, bro. I don't think we was dealing with a rookie on that one.
I know, man, but even though it looked like a Velcro, man, I'm just like, at what point are we gonna start telling the truth about each other? Okay, my hair is going. I know it. Let it go. It's bald-headed women out there. Okay, they look nice with no hair.
Ain't nobody showing them love like that, boy. Don't act like that. It's a double-edged sword. We got crazy standards, right? And they trying to live up to them, and vice versa. You know, like you said, everybody need to be real, but we just ain't. He said, I told a girl once our first date had to be swimming. LOL. Oh. This dude is crazy.
The level of petty. The level of petty. She had the nerve to say my makeup waterproof. Oh, see, this is what I'm talking about. Listen,
this is the dating scene.
Listen, when I was in the military, I saw a girl get her eyebrows tattooed on her face.
Oh, that's regular. You know, I'm in this industry. That's regular, bro.
I know, but that's
regular.
Do you understand?
Brothers is getting a lineup tattoo.
Man, I can see.
I know it all, bro. Like it ain't like, to me, that's why I be looking at people. It's just like, you know, people that think like certain people are very beautiful and things like that. It's just like, I'm not saying they're not, but it'd be a lot of work that goes into some of these people y'all deem very beautiful.
It's some handsome females out there.
Wow, here you go.
I'm not gonna call them ugly. It's handsome. It's handsome. We have some really like destructive males as well. I may not be the prettiest man in the world, but I don't lie.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna sit here and like you. Let's start. And you know what I think about when I see this. We base everything off of image instead of truth.
Mm-hmm.
So you can start off. we start off with a lie. Mm-hmm. Like I tell people all the time, everybody likes the beautiful lie, but not the ugly truth.
Yeah,
I can't, man. I'm just like, hey, somebody gonna love her without them edges. Somebody gonna love her forehead. It's the person that count, not the. That's what we at, man. Boy, this society is trash. Oh, we so material.
Bro,
We
you
gotta be
crazy.
better, man.
Well,
I
well,
can't
well,
believe
well, speaking of a beautiful lie, I don't know if you would do this to your kids, but I just want to know, your thoughts about this.
Oh, McDonald's.
Nobody's gonna know. They're gonna know.
Oh, most
How would
definitely.
they
You ain't
know?
even got to finish the video. You ain't even got to finish the video. Oh yeah, most definitely. I would do this. You know how much money she
How would
saved
they
with
know?
this? That
How
McDonald's
would they
hack.
know?
She don't know. She don't know.
Nobody's gonna know.
Yeah. Most definitely. Listen, I got right now some waffle fries that's about to get in the air fryer, and I'm gonna put it in a Chick-fil-A box.
No,
Yes.
Jason. The deception. This is what we had as a society. Look, we doing it with McDonald's and Chick-fil-A, hairlines, baby hair. Come on. Who's gonna keep it real?
Due to the financial responsibility that I am trying to be in, I am not. Listen, they have all of these fries and things at Sam's
Yeah.
Club.
Don't try
And
to
I'm
justify
like,
it.
okay, you got Chick-fil-A fries here. Why don't I just buy them instead of going to it's going to Chick-fil-A every day? And then they come in a bag about this big, man. I'm just like, hey, man, I'm gonna put that in that good. I ain't finna put it in no grease. I'm finna put it in the air fryer and do my thing. Now, as far as
do my thing.
the chicken nuggets, I'm gonna have to figure that part out. Because I know it's a little bit of this, it's some pickle juice, it's a sprinkle of this, put in some flour. Hey, man.
Bro, them look like the same chicken nuggets that we was eating when we was a kid. I don't think them had no extra nothing on. She just put them in the box, dog.
But I'm saying at least, okay, she put the chicken. One thing I can say, I make my son chicken nuggets. So I know it. I cook. I know what he eating. We don't know what they eating at McDonald's.
Bro, where she got the box from though? The box look crispy.
I know where she got the box.
The box look new. Nah, the box look. There wasn't no grease stains on it, man. I don't know, Jason. I think it was some strategy behind this. I think when she went, she knew she was gonna do this, so she asked for an extra box.
They got everything on Amazon.
That's too much. You might as well just go get the meal, man. You Amazon and stuff now. Amazon and Prime. Amazon Prime.
You right. You didn't save yourself for $5 and then just put this stuff. You got all this stuff for 1 month, and you take your child to you been with your daughters and you went somewhere and they want some McDonald's. You looking like, I don't want to eat this. I know what's in this. Yeah. Even dogs won't eat this. I want to be able to know, one, I'm giving my child some good food, and two, I'm saving myself some money because I don't want to deal with them. So I feel her on the McDonald's hack. I would listen. Sometimes you gotta have a cheat code.
The cheat code. For sure.
That's one. Now the cheat code to food and nutrition, fine. That's okay. Because it's hard enough to get kids to eat. Because you know how hard it is. What?
He said, do y'all know that ants won't even eat at McDonald's?
Yes, I do know that. I know ants, but hey, man, you can't say that when you was little, you didn't get a double cheeseburger with some fries because it was off the chain. I'm not going to hold McDonald's like that. They have a whole scholarship for black boys. McDonald's do some wonderful things, but they do some terrible things with their food.
So they kill you, give you diabetes, and then they give a couple of scholarships. That don't balance nothing.
It don't make a lick of sense. It don't make no sense. I'm gonna give back to the black community, but I'm gonna kill you at the same time.
I might make you real sick. But let me go give you this McDonald's scholarship, though. Put you through college.
And you see it all the time. You remember when they had that McNugget loving song?
Yeah.
I got McNugget loving. Oh, bruh.
Bro, so I don't know if I ever heard that song, bro.
Go look it up. I guarantee you see it.
The McLovin. What is it called?
McNugget loving. I'm telling you.
I thought it was the da 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 da. I'm loving. I thought that was it.
You want to know something about that? This is a quick fact. Pusha T made that.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, he made that, and the Arby's. Give me the meats. He made that too. So that's a quick shout out to Pusha T.
Give me the meats.
Yeah, whatever they
What's
say.
That?
Arby's.
Oh no, I ain't heard that one. They need that. That's a bad idea. I don't know who approved that song. That is crazy. Yeah, that's bad. We keeping it clean out here, y'all. But that's wild. Like, ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Black people don't go to Arby's though, so that's okay. it's okay. I'm still serving vegan chili to my kids. They don't even know it. That sounds like a Future song right there.
Right? I think it's the way you said it. You said they ain't even know it. What?
They ain't even know it. Yeah, I think it is a song. But that's good.
We tried the vegan thing. I know the vegan people gonna probably ostracize me. It's okay. We tried it, man. I'm talking about for 2 months. We went hard, boy. It was just y'all. These alternatives just ain't alternatives to me. If we ain't gonna eat meat, we just ain't gonna eat meat. I'm not gonna make it tofu or some other thing, some type of cheese, and we gonna call that meat. Like it just after a while, it was just like, come on now. Come on. Like now I could probably I could do vegetarian, but the whole the replacements, the substitutions of the meats was kind of throwing me off.
I tried it all. I was vegetarian for a year, pescatarian for a year, vegan for a year, and I was like, this vegan ain't gonna work because this clone meat tastes just like clone meat. It don't taste real.
You sure this don't got some GMO?
Hey man,
it tastes like a chemical
hamburger, and I was like, this hamburger tastes like plastic. I don't like this. And I'm like, you trying to tell me if I smoke the clone meat? Now, one thing I will say, Beyond Meat has a spicy vegan sausage that's off the chain because I don't eat pork.
But I heard that wasn't good for you though. So where we at with that? I heard the Beyond the Meat thing was not like they had a big thing on that. Like, cause we was tearing them burgers up for a minute. Then they came out with that, bro. I don't know.
We gonna die anyway. It's just,
whether it's through the air or whatever, the water all chlorined out.
Shawn, let's be real. We go outside and we get attacked by something we can't even see. We got people outside with masks on their face for something that. Oh man, look. Beyond Meat, you ain't tried the spicy Italian sausage. They good. I'm telling you. But
oh Lord, here we go. Y'all getting too spooky on that. We can't.
Human meat, man. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. He may have a point because people are always getting something cut off in a place. So it may be a finger or two in there, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay as long as it ain't a whole person. I'm straight. But when you want in health wise, we should eat more vegetation than we should meat. We don't have defined canines, so we're not able to digest meat on a strictly day-to-day basis. It takes 48 hours for food to digest anyway. We eat too much as a people. We unhealthy. Eating once a day should be enough. Let the food digest. But like, yeah, man, I don't know about that because I'm at odds with it because I like some of the vegan stuff because it's real good. Like they nachos, they got some people that do a lot of good vegan recipes. Like if you ever get to go to Soul Food Vegan in Dallas, they really have good food.
Yeah, I think so, man. I just it was just very hard for me. I think just vegan food should just be vegan food. I don't think we should try to make it something else. You know what I'm saying? Like a salad is a salad. I'm good with it being a salad. Don't try to make it to be something else. Like we want the salad to be potato chips. Like, no, it's a salad. I know what I'm eating right now. I'm cool with that. I think it's too much of that. Too much mergers of things to where you're trying to appease. Like either go all. I'm a hardcore type of guy. Like, either I'm gonna go all out or I'm not. Like I don't need it to taste. I know what I'm eating. I know why I'm eating it. This is what it is.
Yeah, like I like tacos. Oh, but I'm not eating a vegan taco. It's trash.
Yeah,
it's trash. I'm in Texas. Like we have some of the best tacos in the world.
in the world.
And we listen. We have to understand, especially a book is How to Eat to Live.
Mm-hmm.
That book is really important to people.
Very important.
It really does teach you the things that we need to eat, because we eat stuff. We stress eat. We eat when we go out to restaurants. Hey, Khadijah. Hi. Peace, everybody.
Peace, everybody.
I'm glad you tuned in to the show, Black Queen. Shout out to Khadijah, everybody. She
speaking of food, speaking of vegan food, sometimes like she all natural products. Hey, there you go.
Sent me some brownies that I had.
Okay,
I tried to save. I had to try to save them brownies because I was destroying it. I'm so like, if y'all don't know nothing about me, I don't like cakes. I like brownies, pies, and cookies. That's it. That's the Louisiana staple. Sweet potato pies, they're my friend.
Right, it's a little beef going on in the comments, man. I don't know if you saw. Cali got the best tacos.
First of all, California does not have the best tacos because we have illegal Mexicans in Texas, and they really make. Yeah, I'm going all the way petty.
You don't think they have those same people in California? Come on, bro.
No, they fresh. They fresh. They fresh, and they still do it. Listen, I had somebody bring me some goat that they cooked in the ground. I've never had that before. I was like, this is delicious. They put it in a ground and like sauteed it and all this stuff and took it out. Like they made a barbecue pit in the ground. You can go look this up on YouTube. It was amazing. They brought all that to the stuff. So and anyway, my son half Mexican too. Just to be politically correct. I don't want no beefs.
Oh yeah, you definitely don't. We good. We love all the Mexicans, man. We just talk about y'all make the best tacos. That's what they're saying. So they're saying who has the most Mexicans is usually gonna have the best tacos. That's all that's being said here. We all black and brown people. We all one nation. We ain't got no time for no smoke.
Yeah, we make soul food, like the food that kills you. But anyway, like I said, it's pretty good to
the goat. You talking about the goat?
Yeah, that's what she's talking about. Yeah, the goat. It's real good, really good.
Yeah, I had goat in Jamaica, man, off the chain.
Yeah, it's off the chain. The sauteed Jamaica, the oxtails, all that stuff. Listen, we but like I said, I want to how to Philly cheesesteaks and takes trash. You got that answer very fast. I would tell you to send me a Philly cheesesteak if I knew it would come down here in good structure. But they are trash, sir. We do not have good Philly cheesesteaks down here. But what is my biggest point about what we're eating, and back to what the lady was doing. I understand, like that's a financial hack as well, because if y'all don't know, we spend majority of our money on food, because everything we do is engaged with. We use food as another drug. I behoove y'all to do a fast. Don't do Ramadan like I was doing, because I almost Ramadan killed myself. And be very professional and learn what you're doing, because I was really, really fasting and I wasn't drinking no water in the AM time, and it was messing me up. So I had to back off, and I'm gonna try again next time. But I want y'all to understand the process of fasting. We need to purge out all of this stuff that we have in our body.
That's right.
Because like people say, the meat, the stress, the all the stuff that happens to an animal, we ingest it. And people don't
Mhm.
really think that. But me growing up on the farm, my daddy used to tell me, don't, like, when we slaughter chickens, don't kill the chicken in like the way that they do on, like, wring the chicken neck. Don't do that to the chicken. Put them out of their misery the right way,
Mhm.
quick and easy. And then you respect the animal's body and all the other stuff, and you bury his entrails and all that. Don't you treat the animal right, because that animal is not only feeding your family, but it gave its life to sustain your family.
Mhm.
So it's a lot of things in food that we slacked away from traditionally, nutrition wise. So I say that to say this: you guys, take time out, go read How to Eat to Live, and really take a lot of respect in your food and your life. You only get
Right.
one.
That's right. That's right. That's right. All right, y'all. We gonna get off of this thing, man. But it's been another great episode. Y'all can catch this again on Friday. We drop all of our episodes at Friday on our YouTube page. So if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube page, go and click on that bell right there at the Boot Brothas Podcast on YouTube, man. We're trying to get our followers up, man. We're trying to hit that 1,000 so we can monetize our page and stuff like that, But more importantly, man, we just want to get our message out, y'all. We are always dealing with Black issues, whether it be life, whether it's entertainment, something funny, something serious. Me and my brother Jason, we try to cover all points, right? Like, we need more media outlets that cover us in a certain type of way, and that's what we're out to do. So we thank you guys for tapping in. Jason, you got anything else for them, man, that they need to stay in
Yep.
tune with before we get off here?
Okay, and everybody, y'all, like he said, make sure y'all go subscribe to the Boot Brothas Podcast. Make sure you go to the Facebook page also and follow on the Facebook and the Instagram page. We're really trying to do a lot of things for people. If you have any interesting topics that y'all want to bring up, just go ahead and comment on the Facebook page where we can see, and we can
Yep.
do a actual podcast about it. But other than that, guys, I enjoy your time. I enjoy being here and making these news broadcasts and these great shows so we can give back to our community. But other than that, guys, we about to get ready to go try about today. So I'll see you guys later, and peace and love.
All right, keep it black.